Hey guys, welcome back for another video. This is just to update on my Nissan Patrol. Currently I'm doing a Barra swap. It used to be a RD28 and I got a cracked head on that one, so it's not good anymore. So that's why I'm doing a Barra swap. So to do the Barra swap, I took the engine mounts out, cut them out, and just grind it a bit so you make it smoother. I'm using RD28 manual transmission, gearbox, also a rod shop bell housing. Here's my RD28 gearbox. It won't obviously work with the Barra swap because the Barra starter motor is on the other side and the slide cylinder is on the other side as well on the rod shop bell housing. This bell housing is fixed in, as you can see, fixed into the actual gearbox. I'm using RD30 transfer case as well, because I'm using RD30 transfer case. I'm going to use a RD30 tail shaft as well, because these bolt patterns is too small on the RD28. So yeah, I'm using the black painted one. Is a RD30 automatic tail shaft, because I'm using automatic cross member to bring the whole gearbox about 30 millimeters to the front. As you can see, like it's got a fair bit gap behind the bell housing and in the actual chassis. So yeah, that's why I'm using automatic one. Automatic one is just to bring the whole gearbox towards the front, and then also you're gonna have to use automatic tail shaft as well. When you come to the tail shaft, it's got two opinions going on. I'll show you. When it comes to the tail shaft, there's two opinions going on. See, that's fully expanded, like fully open tail shaft, and then I see got to go about 10 mil here. So yeah, obviously my tail shaft is a little bit too short, but some people saying it's struts bolt on, and some people saying you gotta put a spacer in between the diff and then the tail shaft, space about 20 millimeters or so. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'm gonna look into it a bit more. Yeah, hopefully that once, I'm assuming that my engine is gearbox is a little bit tilted, so or I might have to do a 20 millimeter spacer in there, and that should be sweet. So yeah, so that's my tail shaft done, and the gearbox is done. So it all lines up sweet. I give it a paint as well. I cracked my screen because I was doing a ratchet, like a crane comes all the way here and then ratchet it, and then the crane head hit that. Now that's alright, that was playing up anyway. I'm gonna get new screen anyway. So yeah, my gear knob and all that is lining up pretty good with the RD30 manual transmission. So another thing is I'm using a stock RD28 front tail shaft there. So hopefully that goes okay. If not, I'm gonna have to get an automatic ZD30 tail shaft, as I'm using automatic ZD30 cross member. So yeah, at the moment I'm doing my clutch line. So this one here is this one is RD28. It won't work obviously because RD28 slave cylinders is other side, as you can see on the RD28 gearbox. It's just like here on the driver's side, but on the ZD30 rod shop bell housing is on the other side, as you can see on the hole there. That fork goes in there, and then 2 holes there. That's for the those two. Where is it? Oh, somewhere in there. Yeah. So yeah, that's where the slave cylinder goes. So yeah. So that you're gonna have to use ZD30 slave cylinder lines. I mean the clutch lines that goes all the way up the firewalls, and then comes back around your water core, and then comes back, and then there should be a stock bracket there, so you don't have to change anything. It goes through that. Let me go in there, show you guys. So as you can see, RD28 was already got the bracket there, which is good. So yeah, and then where's my slave cylinder? I can't find it. Oh, here. And then so yeah, that fitting there. Focus. Yeah, that fitting there, just that goes here, and then that one there bolts up. Bolts up like this. But Rod Shop gave you, if you're using Rod Shop bell housing, they supply all up bolts, as well as a spacer in between your slave cylinder and then Rod Shop bell housing. That pretty much goes like here. That pretty much goes in there. There's a little bit about 10mm spacer, which I'll show you in a minute. So yeah, also you're gonna have to cut your input shaft. I'm just gonna put my ruler in there and then measure it, and then Rod Shop gives you actual like measures like how much you're gonna cut it back. I think it says it can't pass this input shaft, can't pass the thing no more than 16mm. I'm gonna have to look at it again. So yeah, just be careful when you're doing your bolts. Make sure you put them by hand first, and then drive it with a ratchet or something. Don't just like drive it with your big boy Makita or Milwaukee ratchet, and you're gonna end up stripping the threads. I did all that by hand, and then when it comes to that, I'll just like give it, and then yeah, I damaged the threads. So yeah, that's why I use those tap and die set. So that's all good now. So yeah, just heads up for that one. As you can see there, I stripped it like in just a little bit, about 10mm ish. This is what I was talking about with the slave cylinder spacer. Yeah, about 10 to 12mm like spacer goes in between. It actually gives you all the bolts as well. Yeah, it actually gives you bolts as well to go in there like this, and all the washers. and this here, it goes in your bearing or input shaft. I don't know what you call this, but yeah, this one goes like in your input shaft. This flange side goes towards the transmission or gearbox, so it slides, it's gonna hit the corners or something and it goes easier. So yeah, just like that. And then this actual brass then goes in the behind your flywheel. Let me show you there. Let me show you the engine now. So this is my engine. I'm just tearing it down, pulling everything out, and then hopefully focus. Yeah. I'm about to rebuild that. So a few parts on the way, like piston rods and all the seals and new chain kit. Yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, pretty much rebuilding the whole engine. So yeah, what I was talking about, this here, that goes like in that hole there, just like this, and then your input shaft goes in there. So, and then it's all Mickey Mouse. Let's put it back. So yeah, this is RD28 cross member. It won't work because your back of your engine, your back of your Barra, it's gonna hit the this about here, your firewall. So that's why I used automatic ZD30 cross member to bring the whole transmission and whole transmission towards the front. So yeah, this is where I got to so far, and I'm just gonna I was doing my lines like I said. Let me finish it off and then do my forks and all that stuff. So I gotta cut that input shaft as well. So yeah, stay tuned for another video, and hopefully next video will be like once I've done all that in my child shafts and all that. Got a clean engine bay a little bit as well. So yeah, stay tuned for another video. Hopefully I'll keep updating it. Yeah, like and subscribe, and yeah, comment if you got any questions. I'm happy to answer. Cheers guys.